Alright, so today it's time to do card number 8. So this one, once again, opens to the side. Has an inside that says, being 8 is really great. 8 flickering candles on your cake. Presents and fun will be had by all. Wishing you just have a ball. So we have 3 presents and 8, a happy birthday. So let's bring in my tray and let's see what we have here. So here's the inside, which has a mat with it, like the other ones do. And this is a print and cut. And also the happy birthday is a print and cut. Now the happy birthday, if you leave it as it's grouped, will print out like this with the hat attached. Now you can ungroup it and print out the hat separately and glue it on if you'd rather to give it a little bit more dimension. Your choice. Because there's a lot of layers here that you can combine or ungroup and make it your own. So here we have the card base, which we'll cut out flat and you will fold it in half. We have an 8. We have a mat for the 8. Now I will say there is a top and a bottom and a front and a back to this 8. It is not symmetric, so make sure you lay it out before you put glue on it. There is a shadow for the whole entire front of the card that will fit like this, and then the 8 will be on top. And then there are 3 presents that are 3 different sizes, so it will be obvious how they go together. Now this is using all the pieces because there is several layers here, and you can choose to use different layers that you want. You don't have to use them all, but I will show you how they all go together, and you'll see where you can, leave some off if you want to, if you don't want to use them all. All right, so let's get started. All right, let's put this over here. Now let's take the inside and let's just get that done and put it to the side. So like I said, this is a print and cut with the happy birthday. Now if you don't want to use this wording, you absolutely can ungroup it and just cut it out and stamp something you have, if you'd rather. It is your card. Alright, so this will go like this. Let me grab the base. Now you're going to want to make sure you have this folded correctly, where this is to the left and this part is on this side. You want to make sure it looks like this so you don't try to put it on backwards, because it is not symmetrical. And this will go in here. And my glue, I need to get a new bottle of glue. This will go on here. Alright, so now let's construct the 8. Alright, so we have our 2 pieces here. I used a print paper here, and this is actually a Crafter's Companion paper. And this is just some Astro Bright paper I had. The first one I did was all Kingston craft paper. But when I made the video for this one, the video did not come out, so I had to redo it. So that's why we're doing another one. Alright, so this is just going to get glued to the purple. And if you wanted to, you absolutely could put foam on this to make it thicker if you wanted to. But I'm just going to glue it to here. And here again, it is not symmetrical, so make sure you have it correct before you put glue on it. And that will just go on like that. Now I did put foam on the back of here, because I did want to raise this up a little bit, just to give it a little bit of dimension. So let me peel the paper off. And this is 1/16 thick foam. And I think for cards like this, the 1/16 works really well. So this is going to go in the middle here, and there is going to be a little bit of outline of the yellow all the way around. So we'll just put this in the middle, like that. Press it down. Now let's talk about the happy birthday. So like I said, this is the one where it's all attached, and this is the one where I ungrouped it and printed this out separately. So I'm just going to glue this on. And I'm not going to put any foam or anything behind it. You could. But I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and then we'll look at how it looks different. Then you can decide if that's what you want to do or not. So we're just going to line it up, put it in the center. And now let's look. Let's take a close-up look. So it's the flat and that. And it's not showing up very well here. But in real life, you can tell a difference. Okay, so now let's bring this down here. So this will go up here, and there will be a little bit of yellow around the edge here. So this is just going to line up here. The H will follow along here, and the party hat goes over here. Now the two little ends here are going to kind of slouch down a little bit if you don't put a little bit of foam here, because there is one piece of foam under here. So you want this to have a flat surface to sit on. So I'm just going to take two little pieces of foam. I'm going to stick one over here, and I'm going to stick one over here. So now when I put this one down that already has one layer of the 1/16 foam, it will keep it all nice and flat. So I'm going to turn this way. It's easier for me to see it. So I'm going to line it up to where I have equal space all along the Y. Bring it across and line it up to where I have space, even space for the H. There we go. There is that. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue it to the front of the card. And then we'll put the presents on. And you could put the presents on first. I'm just going to grab this and put it on. So this is the yellow piece is the same size as the card front. So you're just going to line it all up. Make sure we're all nice and straight. And press that down. Okay. So now there's 3 presents. So let's look. The biggest one is on this side, and then the smallest one and the medium one are on this side. And that just kind of gave it some balance. All right, so the small one, it's going to go in the front, and this one will sit here. So here again, we're going to need a little bit of foam because this already sits up in a layer. And then this will go here, and this will go next to it. So I think I will just glue this down. Then I will show you how these go together with the big present. But let's get these glued down first. So this will go here. And then I think I will put the medium one on a little bit of foam. So I'm going to need a little bit of foam to put here, to fill in this hole. Or not hole, but space, I should say. Because the 8 is sitting up on foam. And then I'll just put a little bit of foam behind the present. Just to give it a little dimension. This will go on here. Again, you're going to leave a little bit of yellow outline around it. Yep, that turned a little bit. Let's scoot that one over just a tad. Okay, so let's talk about the present construction. These are all the pieces. Let me move this out of the way. Put these back in here. So we have a big square for the present. We have an outline for the ribbons. There is a piece for the one that goes across. There's a piece for the ribbon and for the one that goes up and down. And this is the center of the bow. Now you can use any combination of things you want. So let's start building this up. Then you can see how you can kind of pick and choose how many layers you want to put on this present. So this one is going to go on here. And you just line it up at the bottom because it should be flush with the bottom. And with the sides, like that. Now, you could just put this one going across, and then put your bow on. You don't have to use the one that goes up and down. Because see, that would just be fine. Let me bring it up closer. That would be fine. But I'm going to use all the pieces since I have them. So I'm going to start with the piece that goes up and down, and then we'll go across. This just gives it a little bit more dimension. Get that lined up. Now we'll put the ribbon on, the bow, I should say. And there is a top and a bottom to the bow, so make sure you have it upright. And get that lined up. Now in the center here is the center for your bow. So I'm going to pick this up. I think I have it upside down. And I'm going to put it on here. And there is a little notch there on the top that you cover with the center of your bow. There you have it. But you absolutely don't have to use all the pieces. Just depends on how thick you want to make it. Alright, so let's bring in the card blank. And now this is going to sit down here. Now once again, we have a space down here that we'll need to put some foam on. So we'll take a little square. So now you can either glue this straight on, or you can put it on some foam. So I think I will put it on some foam. Now flip it over, put a piece here, put a piece here, peel these off. And once again, this is the 1/16 foam from iCraft. And I'm going to line it up here to where I have a little bit of border and press down. There it is. There's the basic construction for the 8. Now if you wanted to, you could put some glitter pen on here or anything you really want. But this is the basic construction. So I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up because we're working our way through. And if you want to see the other ones, subscribe and hit the notification button and you'll get a notification when I do the rest of the videos. And until next time, stay crafty.